Being a solo entrepreneur sucks, and in this video I'm going to tell you 5 reasons why it sucks and what to do about it. Check it out. I was an entrepreneur for 9 years running the business by myself. The moment that I was able to make enough money to start hiring people is when my business and my life truly exploded. You're able to do so much more in such a shorter amount of time. And it's also just the optics from the world looking at you having a team of people. In this video, I'm going to tell you 5 reasons why being a solo entrepreneur sucks and it will hinder you, and what to do about it so you're able to start to expand. Number 1, it sucks because it's all on you. You're doing everything. And when you're doing everything, you can't be doing everything great. Where you're doing invoicing, contracts, customer service, the work itself, fixing any problems, sales, the marketing aspect, social media, networking. When you're doing all of that, your focus is gone. You cannot be thinking about the 5-year, the 10-year, the 15-year strategy when you're thinking about all the day-to-day bullshit that you need to do to just stay alive. Your focus needs to be on, as the entrepreneur, as the main person that put this thing together, is what needs done today, tomorrow, next week, next month, and next year, next 10 years, to stay on track. You know, when I started becoming successful with my business, my focus started to get a little bit more blurry. Like, you start to question, what are you even doing all this for? And once you get so tied up with the little details, you start to lose track of the long game. And entrepreneurship, no doubt about it, is the long game. So you need to have people that can help you stay on track daily, but also you need to be focusing on what's happening in the future. So you're always, like with a gun, you're leading to where you're going, and that's where you're shooting, rather than where you're shooting and then missing the target because it's going off somewhere else, or it's, you know, your business is going off the rails, if you will. So what you need to do is figure out a way that you can have the 10,000 foot view and also the ground level view. Make sure that when you're building this business, you don't think that you're going to be able to do everything yourself. I've seen people do that and they get stuck in this rut for 30, 40, 50 years. They become entrepreneurs, they hate it, they regret it for their life. And I'm telling you, you need to figure out a way to build a business from the ground up that you can scale this, hire people, and keep growing and building and snowballing into something else. Stay focused. And one of the reasons why you cannot stay focused is because you're doing too much. So it sucks if you are involved with everything. The way to fix that, figure out a way to hire someone, just one person, to just alleviate a little bit of pressure. And I promise you, you're going to start to see a little bit more results every day. Number 2, accountability. My right-hand woman is named Ashley, and she holds me accountable to get these videos done every day. Now, there's a 5-year, 10-year, 15-year, 20-year plan in my head, and I try to convey that to the team as much as possible. But one of the reasons why Ashley is on board here is to hold me accountable. You know, when you're on your own, you are accountable to yourself. And you can always say, I don't want to go to the gym today because nobody else is going to notice. Or I'm not going to do that today because nobody else is going to notice. Or I'm not going to do that because, you know what, it doesn't need to be done. I'll get to it tomorrow, next week, next month. Having someone hold you accountable for work done daily is going to change your business. It has already changed mine. It gets me results so much faster. So by having someone hold you accountable, you know, people like Gary Vee, they grew up in a business that had employees and millions of dollars. So there's always people like, and whether it's a manager or anybody, there's people in line, and that holds you accountable already. So if you're starting from zero, you have to hold yourself accountable, but get to a point where you can get someone to just say, hey, check in on me every week or every month, or make sure I do this, make sure I do that. So I'll pay you for that. It's like a personal trainer at the gym. If you have one of those, their main goal is really to hold you accountable. You know, they might teach you some of the right stuff, but by going to a gym knowing someone there is expecting you, and also you're paying, so you're investing something and that's going to guarantee results at a certain level, get someone to hold you accountable. On your own, it's very, very tough to do that. Number 3, once you start to make a little money like we did, you're able to hire people who are better at stuff than you are. As an entrepreneur starting out, I was writing books, I was marketing, I was invoicing, PayPaling, customer service, networking, everything on my own. How could I sit down and write books for entrepreneurs like we do at the rate, if I was doing at the rate we are now, that I was doing back then? How can I ever do that? There's no possible way. It's not even just at the rate or the speed of it, it's the quality. So now I have a team of writers that are able to help out in the writing process of helping entrepreneurs write their books. And not only are they faster at it, they're better at it. They're better writers than me. This is what they do. This is what they're born to do. I'm a marketer. I'm in sales. I like to create and build. I love the long game. And some people just want to write. Now these people are great at what they do. There are people, whatever business or industry you're in, there are people out there who are better at things than you are. So once you start to make money, you're able to hire people who are better at stuff than you, hands down. And right now, you're doing everything, but number 2, you're probably doing stuff that you're not even good at. So get money to start getting people around you that are better at what you do than you, okay? Number 4, credibility. When I go into a meeting or when I go and speak to someone or in a class or event or organization or agency and I have a team of people, the credibility and trust there is phenomenal. Compared to years ago whenever I was by myself, yep, it's just me. Well, there's no trust in that. There's no credibility built up. It's just you. That means it might not be that much of a movement or it might not be that successful. You might only be raking in $30,000 a year. So what you need to do is you got to figure out a way to get a team around you, because it's also going to add credibility and trust to whoever you're selling or marketing to. Having a team. People buy from teams. People always say you buy from people. Yes, you do buy from people because you got to know, like, and trust the people, but part of that is the organization behind it. So do they trust the organization? If they trust you, and you're in charge of the organization, is there an organization that you're in charge of? So make sure when you're building your business, you're able to figure out a way to build a team up, maybe even very inexpensively or efficiently. It doesn't have to be full-time at first, but having a team in place to just be able to market and sell to others, saying, hey, I have a team of people that can help me out with this. So if I'm not available, they can help you out. And number 5 is image. Going to places like real estate agencies and events and whatever, having a team of people around you instantly gives you an image that you cannot fake. You are going somewhere and it's your team. These people who are digital marketing gurus, they just sit behind a computer and they just talk to a computer all day. It might be just them, right? And if I go in and I sit with someone and they have a team of people, it's much more valid than someone by themselves. Solo entrepreneurs tend to always want to do everything themselves, but they don't realize the image that it portrays. So being a solo entrepreneur is going to kill your image. If you have a team of people, people are going to say, oh my God, they're doing something successful. It's big. I want to be a part of it. I trust in them. Here's my money. You have a team of people. You've built this from the ground up. Those are the 5 reasons why it sucks to be an entrepreneur. And what to do about it? You can start to hire people as virtual assistants. You can go on and go on Fiverr. You can go to Craigslist. You could find people who are able to just do things part-time at first. And that's going to make your life a little easier to start selling more, which will increase your demand, which will also increase your supply. All right. So if you're able to start taking on more clients, you can start hiring more people. Figure out a way to as fast as you can, as inexpensive as you can, to break out of being a solo entrepreneur. Make sure everyone knows it too. When you do start to have a team of people, you have to start putting it out there that you are a team, you're an organization. You don't want to have, of course, there's got to be someone who puts the spotlight on them, the big names out there, the Cardones. These people obviously have to have a spotlight on them, but it's not just them, it's a huge team. Now that he shows his team to people for a reason. When they buy Cardone University or Cardone himself, they're really buying a team behind it. So what you want to do is do the exact same thing, just with your own spin. You don't want to mimic what someone else is doing exactly. Just remember, Being a solo entrepreneur sucks. Figure out a way around it and your life is going to break through. Business is going to expand at a much faster rate. For any other tips, advice, questions, or anything, please comment down below if you like it or if you share it. It really means a lot to me. So anything else you want to hear from me, it's going to be all about book marketing, entrepreneurship, and starting from zero. So we'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Hey, thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you got anything from it, please like it and share it. For more tips and advice on branding, marketing, entrepreneurship, or for anyone who's looking to build it from the ground up, stay tuned for more.